Guys, so as you guys know, it's just me, and I am out fishing today, going through a path I've never gone through. I'm hearing some big fish in this area, this relative area. I'm thinking we've got some carp in here. I'm trying to find the river. I don't think I'm going to be able to find the river, but there's some open spots along here, and I'm going to go get into my waders, and I'm going to try and catch some fish. But we've got some bad news. So it has been so hot out that my worms actually ended up frying. I didn't know, put them in the refrigerator thinking they were still good. So we've got worms, 2 things of them, by the way, of which I am unable to use because on how soft they are, because worms will basically melt in heat. So I guess that's okay. Main choice of bait, worms, can't use them. So we're going to be trying to catch some carp today in this spot that I have never fished before. Nice little area, personally. We're going to get on my waders, and we're going to try and get into the water and catch some fish. But the only problem is this is perfect area for things we don't want to encounter. I see a snake right now. I was a little bit worried coming through here, just in case of a cottonmouth, which are a venomous snake found here in Tennessee. So that's not good. We're gonna try and catch something though today. Everything should be in the shallow because on how hot it is. That or certain fish may be out deeper. We'll see. We're gonna see if we can catch anything in this little pond over here. Getting to the river is a bit of a challenge from where I'm fishing right now. I've only seen some minnows, but I've heard some splashing, which I guess could be a good sign. But I don't see anything. All I've seen are some minnows. I've heard some splashes, but that's really it. I also don't know how deep this pond gets, so we're gonna see how this goes. But caught some sunnies this morning. I've got a sunny, full sunny on this rod. This little sucker decided to swallow the hook originally, so I just decided to hook this guy up. We're gonna try and catch something today. But I'll see you guys later. You guys don't usually see me without my hat, but it is hot out. So I made it to this very secluded spot, and I saw a carp maybe about 20 to 30 pounds. And I also saw something I never thought I was supposed to see, because it was huge. So I think I ended up seeing a 4-foot sturgeon. It had the bones, I saw the head, I saw the tail. It was definitely a sturgeon, unless it was a huge 4-foot grass carp with bones sticking out of the side of its body. I know everyone's gonna be saying like, oh, bullshit, but I'm not even kidding. Sturgeon can be found here, but just the odds of a sturgeon in general is incredibly slim. But where I found it, that's something else, all right? That's even lower of odds. But I need to go walk about 1/8 of a mile in my waders all the way back to my spot, because all I did was bring my rod with the wacky worm. And so now I need to go grab the bucket, and trying to remember how to get in here is going to be a problem. So we're going to try and get back here so that, I don't lose my fishing pole. But we're going to see how this goes. And I'm going to try and catch a fish or 2. But, ow, I just got a spine right into my hand. That feels good. And a spine into my shoulder. That's really nice. But I will talk to you guys later. I'll see you guys in a moment when I get all my stuff all the way back to that spot and I'm gonna try and catch something big. So I'll talk to you guys later, see if I catch anything, and see y'all. I just caught a fish. Like, I just cast it down with the bobber and some chicken and catfish. So here. Look at that. That's a nice catfish right there. Look at him. Hey, this is the biggest fish I've caught on this trip so far. Look at that. That's a nice catfish. That's a really nice catfish. The fight was pretty good. These are pretty good sized fish. So, I'm gonna see how big he is. God damn. Got good news and bad news, guys. I ended up losing the tape measure, so I'm gonna see how long he is with my hand. That's 14. He's a 20-inch catfish. That's pretty nice. Look at that. All right, so I'm gonna let this guy go, get this guy back in the water, but nice catfish, 20 inches. That's really nice. Oh, yeah, he really wants to get back. He was making some growling noises at me. He was pretty pissed that I ended up catching him. But we're gonna throw him back. We're gonna see if we can catch another fish. Well, here's a bluegill off the bottom. That's kind of cool. Hey guys. Unfortunately, it's the end of the day. I keep seeing a carp jump right over there. That's cool. So there's a carp in there. Unfortunately, I gotta get going home. Missed a couple fish today. Lost my first ever long-nosed gar. I didn't really have him on anyway. He was holding the bait. Started to reel in a little too fast. Got my waders full of water in the feet, but that is not like river or lake water. That's sweat. That's how hot it is outside. That being said, I caught 2 fish out in this spot. Earlier this morning, I caught like 3 or 4 fish, maybe a little bit more, maybe upwards of 5 fish at a nearby, it's called lake, but I don't feel it's a lake. It's small. Caught a very nice 20-inch, 20-inch channel catfish, female, because it was a smaller head. Not my biggest channel catfish. My biggest is 25 inches. But still, very nice fish. I am walking back right now to my car. It's a bit of a distance, but there are plenty of other things you guys missed to see. There was tons of very large bites, especially on the chicken, which was something amazing. Found out that bobbering some chicken isn't actually too bad of an idea. So that was a lesson learned for today. I also learned to pack more Gatorade. 3 Gatorades was not enough for me today. maybe next time I should bring like maybe a gallon jug of water, or maybe some fresh water that I can dump into my hat or something. But I also learned that this spot can be a bit challenging since it's completely wooded, and like this spot isn't fished really often at all, because that's the trail to get in. Super tiny, off to your side. If you're going on a jog looking for fishing spots, that's not going to be your first thing you're going to see. So we're going to head home now. That carp I saw earlier, I saw him again, and I examined him pretty closely. He had a very big tail, but it wasn't that of a common carp. Actually, it wasn't even a common carp. It was the invasive Asian carp species, the bighead carp. And so I saw it was about 25, 30 pounds from what I could tell. Big old bighead carp. But we weren't able to catch him to kill him, which kind of sucks. But I'm back out the car. So I'm gonna pack up, gotta get going home. Gotta be home soon. And I'm glad we were able to get out for a little bit. Even though it's a bit of a harsh day, because on the heat, I'm definitely gonna try and come out tomorrow, because this place isn't far. It's like a 10-minute drive from my place. We're gonna try and come out here again, try and catch more fish. Maybe if I'm lucky, I can get an invasive species out of the Harpeth River, which is the river I was fishing on today. Next time, and hook on to maybe a fish I've never caught before. So, see you guys later. Thanks for watching.